Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, coming to you from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport, right across from TSA. And we're going to stay in town here. We're going to spend a little time with our good friend Scott Weaver, head of the Douglas J Companies. And that always requires a little bit of explanation. So a lot of us know Douglas J as a salon. It's way beyond that this day. Give us a little rundown.
Well, first, Chris, thanks for having me. I appreciate that. Yeah, Douglas J. Started by my father in 1967 with a very small salon right in Okemos, Michigan, and over the years expanded that and got into the education side. Today we have four schools across Michigan, four salons as well, a barber school, a medical spa, and then we also have a footprint outside the state in Lincoln, Nebraska, with a school there, and as well as Knoxville, Tennessee. So as we always call Michigan and always will call Michigan home. We are kind of branched out now into a few different states as well. So providing services, education for the trade, cosmetology, barbering, massage therapy, and as well as skincare training.
You know, plaudits to your dad for starting that salon, but you and your brother, TJ, you guys have grown this thing exponentially, and you're now in Michigan, Illinois, Tennessee, and Nebraska. I mean, it's just unbelievable what you guys have done. Now, the last time we spoke, Scott, Douglas J. Institutes were ending a 30 plus year exclusive with the Aveda partnership. How has that manifested itself?
It's actually been going very, very well. We and you are correct. We have had a 30 plus year, actually goes in with our salon's 40-year relationship with Aveda, and we still work with Aveda in our professional salons, of course. But in our education side, we thought it was important to expand into other product lines, newer product lines that are relevant today, allowing our students to have access to several different lines. And when you're working with today's students and coming out, having those options available for them to learn a couple different color lines and professional product lines throughout their education has really become a strength for us in the school side. This year alone, I know there's already, I heard 130 plus students that have enrolled into the next calendar year, which is kind of a record for us at Douglas J. So the students and the public have really responded well to that transition.
You know, it's pretty amazing for a company whose mission is to make us beautiful, that you are so big on the education side of it and have done a lot of work there. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, the education side came a little bit later. Like I said, we started in 1967. It wasn't until 1986 that my father got involved in the education side and thought, it's about building careers for people and not just jobs, people looking to build a career inside the beauty business. And what better way, obviously running the salons and providing that education, but, teaching 1,000 plus students annually throughout Michigan and starting with day one as their foundation, because it goes far beyond just the technical skills that takes time to develop, but building relationships with their guests and building a solid following for themselves and contributing to a salon's greater mission and what they're about to do. So getting involved day one in their education has really become a strength for, our students, and our graduates are now recruited in multiple states around. We have salons out of Atlanta, South Florida, out west, out east, that hire our graduates. So our graduates today are probably represented in close to all 50 states that they've gone out to and sought their careers. And it's the trade education and beauty allows them to be mobile that way and move from state to state or wherever they want to build their career.
Well, and that's also the advantage, I guess, of adding new product lines rather than just being Aveda centric. So they can adapt a lot better. Now, the last time we talked, Scott, you mentioned back a bottle and color space. Reacquaint us with what that is and how it's going.
Well, that was a part of our transition kind of away from Aveda, and we Collective Beauty Brands is a company that was started. It's in its infancy stages, and it's a great sustainable line that was developed by Ray Chavello and a hair color by Lupe Voss, both international platform artists inside of our industry. And they started this line, and Douglas TJ, my brother, and myself made an investment in the early days of that. And we are now carrying Color Space, which is their hair color, and then Back of Bottle, which is we call it a wet line, your shampoos, conditioners, styling aids, and we also picked up distribution for that. As a matter of fact, just in October, we held our first annual hair show where we had a sold-out crowd, over 300 plus people packed into the Roxy down in Detroit. And we had salon owners, we had stylists, and we had even some students that attended that program for our first annual hair show. So it's really come off great, and it's bringing back education, believe it or not, into the distribution. So not so much about working with salons to fill their shelves full of our products, but rather help and develop a strategic plan with them of how they can grow their business. And we know if we can do that, more soap will be sold.
Well, Scott, you've done an incredible job. And next time we have you on, we're going to talk about trends that are coming up. And a whole lot more. In the meantime, Scott Weaver, president and co-owner of Douglas J Companies. Thanks for being with us and all the great work you do, bud.
Well, thanks so much, Chris. Thanks for having me. You have a great day and great holiday.
You're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.